Hey, what's up, Dennis? This is Chris Field, the founder of Field Trip, and I'm here today to talk to you about LTV. Now, you're wondering, what the heck is LTV? LTV is the lifetime value of a new patient in your practice. So, hypothetically speaking, a new patient walks into your practice today and just comes in for a new patient exam, x-rays, consult, and hygiene. They are worth way more than what they pay you today. The collections, the production that happened today is just the tip of the iceberg. If your practice does a good job of retaining clients and retaining patients, which it should, the lifetime value of that new patient will gradually grow over time. So keeping in mind that LTV is important when you look at ways to acquire a new patient. Now, in my world, we look at two metrics when we're looking at growing a practice. One is the LTV, and two is the cost to acquire that new patient. In the marketing world, it's called CAC or CPA, cost per acquisition, or CAC is cost to acquire a client. In your world, it's cost to acquire a new patient. And I'll let you in on a little secret. The practice that is willing and able to invest the most to attract new patients wins. You can dominate your market by figuring out the lifetime value of your patients and measuring it against the cost to acquire a new patient. This comes from my days working with Silicon Valley startups and venture capital backed software companies. They look at how much can I invest and still break even X number of months out. So they'll spend thousands of dollars figuring out what it takes to acquire one new paying customer. Then they look at the lifetime value of that customer. And if they're breaking even at the end of the day, week, month, year, they're happy. How does that relate to a dental practice? Well, all of your marketing, one, should be 100% trackable. If you're not using call tracking numbers, landing pages, funnels, and tracking links to measure the effectiveness of your campaigns, you're doing something wrong. You cannot make data-driven decisions if you're flying blind like that. So if you don't know if your postcards are working, you don't know if your Facebook ads are working, you don't know if Google ads are working for you, how are you going to decide what to do next quarter to acquire new patients? It's going to be a gut feeling. It's going to be based on intuition. Well, I'm sorry. Can't trust your gut when it comes to marketing. You need to trust the data. So first step is make sure everything is trackable. I want to know which campaign produced the most patients, which platform produced the most patients, which platform should we double down on, and what should we kill off from our campaign next quarter. That's how you grow your practice in a systematic, predictable, and consistent way. So let's go back to the LTV. So that new patient comes in for one hygiene appointment. New patient special might be $200, $300 of production and collections from the hygiene side right there and there. A certain percentage of them on the first visit will need to see you for some, hopefully something more than just, drilling, filling, and billing. I know that gets boring for you. Maybe it's a little more advanced, even on the hygiene side, some SRP, but maybe it's a RCT from you, so they need a root canal and a crown. If that's the case, now they're worth $1,000. So would you invest more to acquire a new patient if you knew they were going to be worth $1,000 versus the normal new patient special? Gosh, some of you guys are even giving away the house and acquiring new patients with a new patient special for $19, $29, $39 for that first visit. That's insanity, but I digress. So this new patient comes in, they came in for the new patient package, a couple $100. Now they need a root canal, that's over $1,000. They're gonna come back in 6 months for another hygiene appointment, right? So they're worth even more. And after a couple years, you're gonna identify areas where you can sell them on either implants or Invisalign, veneers, who knows? A certain percentage of your active patient base will need a smile restoration, a smile rehab, a smile makeover sometime in the next couple years. So getting people into your practice at any stage in that LTV is incredibly important. Heck, it's amazing if they come right in asking for Invisalign, if they're coming in asking you for veneers, if they know that you're the doctor to go to for dental implants. And if that's the first thing they're doing, raising their hand and saying, hey, I need an appointment for implants, bam, lifetime value is already thousands of dollars. On top of that, you guys should be doing an amazing job. Your team is hustling to make sure that that new patient experience is amazing. Have that patient coming back time and time again. Your treatment coordinators are making sure that the new patient is accepting the treatment plans. They're a happy customer, happy patient for years and years and years, and they're going to start referring people to you, right? Right. I hope that you have a referral program written down and your entire team knows it by heart, because referrals are one of the best ways to grow the practice. Tell you what, waiting around for referrals is not a marketing strategy. Waiting around for referrals is not a plan to grow the practice. There's things that we can do to increase the number of referrals that you get, but really you need to have a strategy in place to grow your practice as a system, predictably and consistently. The new patients that you acquire in the next 90 days will refer people to you in the next 6 months, especially if you ask for referrals in a systematic way, if you have a program and a plan in place. So now we're not only looking at the value of the new patient as what we've done on them, the production that we've been able to generate with that individual patient, but maybe 10% of your patients will refer somebody else. So now bringing in one new patient today is worth even more because there's a 10% chance that that person will refer us new patients. The cool thing is patients refer similar patients. Now, no one goes to the barbecue and on the weekend and brags about the filling that they got. They're not impressed with your handiwork and your talent, your skill, your dental skills, all of the CE classes you did because you gave them a filling. Heck, not even a root canal. But put some implants in, some veneers, do a complete smile makeover, help somebody straighten their smile with Invisalign. They are ranting and raving about you. You've changed their life. They're bragging to all their friends, and guess what they're saying? They're saying, go to this doctor. He helped me with Invisalign. Just ask for the exact same thing I got. So the same patients refer similar patients. As you acquire today new implant cases, new veneer cases, Invisalign patients, they're going to refer very similar people to you. Their circle looks like them. The demographic, the age, the income level, the willingness to invest in their oral hygiene and oral care. So who do you want in your practice today? That'll predict who comes into your practice in the next 90 days. So acquiring the right patient today is incredibly important. And now we're looking at LTV again, lifetime value. We're looking at high value patients. We're looking at patients that are willing to stick with you. They're willing to invest. They're not the cheapo patients who, if it doesn't get covered by insurance, they're not going to accept your treatment plan. These patients are willing to drop big bucks on restoring their smile because they know that it's going to restore their confidence, completely change their life, and they're going to be fans of yours forever, ranting and raving about you every single chance they get. It creates a viral message, and if you're the one, the catalyst who creates that, you're going to win new patients at a low cost to acquire a client. When you get a referral, the LTV is basically zero. Maybe you send them flowers or a bottle of wine, $50 or so, but the cost to acquire that new patient is next to nothing. In order to get that snowball going, you have to fill your practice with great new patients today. So focus on the LTV, focus on the cost to acquire a new patient, and focus on attracting the right people today. There's a number of ways you can do it. Google ads and Facebook ads, YouTube ads are right now the best way beyond waiting around for referrals. That's always going to be great. Those patients are always going to automatically trust you. But if somebody doesn't know, like, and trust you, they're new in your town, they're going to go to the web and start searching. Or they're on Facebook and they see your ad come through their news feed. They're going to be intrigued. They're going to click. That's what you want. That's about it. Click the link below if you want to chat a little bit more about LTV, cost to acquire a new patient, and growing your practice. We're here to help you. We're here to serve. And if nothing else, just to get a chance to meet you and provide some free advice. All right, guys. Thanks so much. See ya.